Hey everyone, this is Larry from WSTrades.com doing a technical analysis video on ticker symbol MRNA or Moderna Inc. As you can see, they had a fat gap down this morning. Buyers are stepping back in and driving this price back up. They were down 12% to open, and that was based off of their flu vaccine news. I guess the efficacy isn't as good as it should be, or investors wanted it to be. So that massive gap down. They did have some good news though, in which is why I'm assuming they're buyers are stepping back in. Where was it? Oh, right here. Moderna to supply additional COVID-19 vaccine doses to COVAX for the rest of this year and next year, and that's 20 million doses this year and 20 million next year. So obviously their sales are going to be up by 40 million doses. So yeah, I'm assuming that's why buyers are stepping back in. They do have a tendency of filling gaps pretty quickly. So let me zoom out. We had a high in around 8.9 of almost $500, and then just a fat sell-off from there. Traded around the 21 for a long time. Had a fight spike, and then just basically a downtrend ever since. Off of earnings, you see this two huge gap down days, and then it kind of chilled out. And then Omicron news came out when the market was selling off. They were spiking because people were looking at their vaccine thinking everyone's going to have to take 500 doses, so their sales are going to be crazy. And then when everyone was like, it doesn't seem like it's that bad, then you see the sell off because of people thinking their sales won't be as high because we're not going to need 800 booster shots. And then the bad news today, or the mixed news, I guess you would say. So yeah, this thing has a tendency to fill gaps quickly. So I would assume next year or next week they're going to fill this gap and come test this 200-day moving average, and we'll see where it goes from there. If that can start acting like some nice support. So I'm saying they'll probably test 270, and then we'll see what happens. If not, if they some more news comes out about their flu vaccine not working, then I'd assume it'd come test this level, this low at around 220. So if they can, my assumption is they're going to fill the gap. If they can't, then and continue this downtrend, then they'll come test the 220 level, and we'll see where it goes from there. See if one of those can actually act like support.